From food, travel, shopping events, local discovery platform, Little Black Book is your go-to guide. Recently, they got funding of nearly 35 crore rupees. Let's chat right now with Suchita Salwan, one of the co-founders of LBB. And I understand, Suchita, that this started off as a personal blog, a hobby, if you will. How did it turn into a full-fledged business?
I started LBB to solve a very personal problem, but a big part of my realization was I wasn't the only one looking for great local businesses, that there is this audience of young urban millennials who are indeed looking out for new and unique ways to spend their time and money. The biggest signal was that we were getting users without spending money, and businesses that were being recommended on LBB were being able to make more money through LBB without us really spending on customer acquisition or brand awareness and reach.
So you get revenues from sponsored content as well as advertising. What's the breakup between these two, and what is your revenue run rate?
So actually we have multiple different sources of revenue. One part of our business is ad-led, which is typically our banner ads. Another part of our business is promoted content, which essentially is providing distribution to a recommendation or a post that is shared on LBB. The third part of it, which we actually launched recently, is commerce on platform. So now consumers can buy directly from brands through LBB, and of course if we're able to help brands generate sales on LBB, we get a commission from that as well. And finally, we also help local businesses drive footfall and leads towards offline experiences and offline stores that they hold and have. So we've been able to scale our revenue at about 100% year on year over the past 3-4 years.
So the latest fundraise was led by Inventus India. Can you tell me a little bit more about how much you've raised in total and what are the proceeds for?
This is actually our Series A round. We've been very fortunate to have stalwart investors like Rajan Anandan, Sachin Bhatia, Chirite Ventures, Bloom Ventures, IAN Fund as well as a part of this round. And I think for us, the goal with this fundraise is to really grow our presence in India.
Book My Show, Zomato, Just Dial, these are big competing players within the space that you're operating in. Are you not worried?
The market is large enough and more than enough consumers to go after. Customer base is predominantly in between 22 to about 35 years of age, which essentially means that it's a cohort that's younger than the cohort that's potentially using other platforms. We're really investing in closing the loop in between this merchant and the customer.
Now, the global e-discovery market is likely to touch $15 billion by 2020. So how do you plan to capitalize on this? Do you think we'll see you on the global map?
While we do think and do know that LBB is a global product, I think the goal, at least for the next year to 2 years, is to really own and dominate the Indian market. We've barely scratched the surface.
It's easier said than done, leaving your cushy job for an entrepreneurial venture. What's the advice that you have?
Surround yourself with people who you can trust, and also surround yourself with people who will challenge you.
Okay, a quick rapid fire. Your favorite restaurant in Delhi?
Perch or Greener.
If I had a one-way ticket, I would head to?
I'd head to Goa or Pondicherry.
The coolest fitness classes?
I swear by the classes at Studio 60.
Most undiscovered spot or city?
I think the most undiscovered spot in Delhi is Sundar Nagar Nursery. If you haven't been, you must go. It's one of the most stunning parks I've been to.
And finally, I can't let you go without asking the best biryani. Where's that from?
This really cool homemade and home-based local business called Pushteni.
Okay, I'll be sure to try that. Thanks very much, Suchita, for joining in.